Hi everyone, this is a quick video covering the main changes that we're introducing with dynamic dashboards. I'm going to go over some of the new functionality that we're adding, and then we'll look at some of the things that have essentially moved around the page a bit. So starting with functionality, I've got a brand new dashboard here, and I want to show you tabs. So to get a tab, essentially you click on an element and you click on group panels, and underneath that you have group into tab. Group into rows there as well, that gives you rows much like the old rows. But if you click on group into tab, you get tabs along the top. You can add new tabs. And within tabs, you can also have rows. You can nest things. You can only nest 2 layers deep. So you can have like row, tab, row. You can't have tab, unfortunately. Now, on top of that, we've also got auto grid layout, which is a new function, a new piece of functionality. On the right hand side, if you click on a row, you can see auto grid. If I select this and change the layout, I can add panels. I'm just doing that so you can see, and it's automatically arranged itself. So there are 3, and then it starts a new line within the same row. This is because the max columns are 4. If I set this to 3, sorry, if I set it to 4, or 2 would be better, you'll see that after 2, it jumps to the next line. You can also adjust the width of things. So here you can go narrow, and I can go tall. Tall changes that. If I go narrow and I make it 4, you'll see that these are all narrow now. And that's auto grid. Custom is exactly like how dashboards, like panels, were arranged before dynamic dashboards. Then there's show hide functionality. So if I click on a panel level, this only works with auto layout or auto grid on. It doesn't work with custom grid. So if I click on this panel, this row now has auto grid on. I click on hide, I click on add rule. I can say hide this panel if it does not have any data, which is a very common feature request. You can see now that there's an icon here telling you that this panel's been hidden. And if I save the dashboard, demo 1, that panel's gone, and it's just the ones missing configuration, which are the other 4, these 4. But this panel is missing. Or if I even give it a name, and I save it, you will see that panel 1 isn't there. It's just the one's called new panel. The last bit of functionality I wanted to show is the content outline. So here, on the right hand side, there's this kind of toolbar. If you click on content outline, you'll be able to see essentially the structure of the dashboard. So I'm going to add a row here just to better demonstrate what it does. Now, if I go to tab 2, it lets me navigate. So I'm on tab 2 now. I can open up other elements of it. So here, tab 1 doesn't have anything. New tab, which was the first tab. If I click on new row, I can see all the panels. So this is the hidden panel, panel 1 that we just named. New row 1 doesn't have anything. If I click on it, it will automatically take me to the panel that I clicked on. Works the same way for rows. If I click on new row, it will take me there. If I click on a tab, it will take me to that tab. So that's how the dashboard content outline works. It's also there in view mode. The only difference is that you can't see the variables. And obviously when you select something like this panel, there's no edit bar that opens up because you're not really selecting it. You can't do anything to it. It just navigates you to that element like that. So that's all the functionality. In terms of where stuff's moved around, well, firstly, you can see that in edit mode, you're editing stuff from the side now. You don't just have to jump into the panel like this. You do for many things, but not for example, editing the title, adding a description, adding show hide rules. You can do the same thing with rows and with tabs, where there are some things that you can edit from the dashboard level. You can also add variables here as well, instead of having to go into dashboard settings. The other thing that we've changed is we've gotten rid of a bar here, and we've added the kind of right-hand side toolbar. In edit mode, you have dashboard options, which allows you to rename the dashboard and also lets you go to dashboard settings. This is just for submitting feedback. It's temporary. You can export the dashboard. You've got the content outline and you've got dashboard insights. In view mode, you just have export that content outline and dashboard insights. that's everything. I hope you find the feature useful.